Welcome to your Monday morning trending stories. It is Marco and Danny. Good morning, Frederick. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Hopefully you had a great weekend as we get ready for this week and the 4th of July taking place. Yeah, so if you got any big plans for the 4th, you going to go down to Baker Park? What are you doing?
Oh, yes. Party in the Park with WFRE with a country live music, 4 bands on stage being kicked off with our own local Hannah Ponce at 1 o'clock, wrapping up with Runaway June headlining that show. We have the Mechanical Bull that'll be down there with free rides, thanks to Good Morning Frederick and the home of everything Frederick, the real estate goddess Shannon Flannery. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to have Mama Cone out there.
Oh, boy, Mama Cone.
going to be out there. We're going to have the whole family out at Baker Park for Party in the Park on July 4th. It's going to be great.
That's awesome. Well, make sure you hit share, like, and comment. We'd like to hear from you each and every Monday. We do the trending stories, trending before you get to work, so you're caught up to date with everything happening. Obviously, the weather, a big problem. All over the country, it's either 2,000 degrees or you have storms that have been like end of the century storms.
Yeah.
So it was funny because I was at an event the other day and the wind started kicking up. And I'm telling you, there's it wasn't like a tent like in your backyard. This was like a tent that was held down by like 1,000-pound cinder blocks, like a big wedding tent.
Yeah.
And that thing looked like it was coming up off the ground, and it was going to be a real big problem. But it's not, man. It's insane out there.
It is. It is insane, and things are changing on a dime here in Frederick. We've gone from May, rainy, gross, most of June, rainy, cold. Last week of June or last 10 days, 9,000 degrees, like you're on the surface of the sun, and it'll be sunny, then cloudy, then thunderstorm, then rain, then clear. It's just absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely. It's fun, really, when you're out and you're not sure what to do. Bring an umbrella? Do I bring a helmet? I mean, I don't even know.
Need waders? What do I got?
Yeah, so it always keeps you guessing. We'll see, though. It's funny, though, how summer just came right in. It's like, I'm summer. We're summer. It's summer now.
Yeah, summer's here. Summer's here. Right I mean, there's nowhere to go. Like, I think as a kid, you kind of remember this gradual, lazy lean into summer. Like May was always chilly, but you were excited about summer, and then it started warming up, and then July was nice and warm, and then August was the hot month. Now suddenly it's like June is the hot month. Who knows what's going to happen in July, and August just everything burns because it's hot.
Yeah, sounds fun. We'll
great.
See. We'll see what happens. So I wanted to get started on there's a couple of stories trending all over the internet. This one, I don't know if you saw this, but in Fort Wayne, Indiana, there was a huge fight between an outlaw motorcycle club and this guy, and it's sparking a lot of concerns. This guy spoke for the first time the other day, and I'll just play a little bit about it here.
It's very heartwarming. I didn't know that the city would react like that. I didn't know I was so supported, but just seeing that really made me feel better.
Now at 5, for the first time, that man attacked in a Waynedale bar last week is speaking out.
James Simmons was joined by Pastor Carlton Lynch in front of the Allen County Courthouse this afternoon.
Okay, so he brought his pastor out. Obviously, there's of course, in this day and age, the biker, the MC were mostly white guys. This guy's an African American. I think there was another African American girl in there getting dinner or whatever. And so the story is that he went to pay his tab. He says they put some stuff on his tab and he wasn't going to pay it. They say he wasn't paying his tab. Whatever happened, they got into a big brawl. And but the first thing that the pastor says is that he brings up past problems with these. It instantly just becomes a racial problem when really they were at a bar. A lot of people were drinking. I just don't understand why it just can't on the surface be wrong place, wrong time, got into an argument. It doesn't matter. Everyone wants to do the lowest hanging fruit, which means yes, yes, there's an African American, yes, there's white people, and instantly it becomes a race thing. I really hate that. I know that's just the way human beings are. It's easy to look to see he's black, they're white, it's racial. It's not always like that, and I can tell you, 'cause I've been in MCs, I know. And listen, I'm not saying they're right, and I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just saying sometimes there's more to the story. Who knows exactly what happened? But the pastor comes right out and he starts to talk about all of the big cases. Yes, all of the big ones, and how. And now the NAACP is involved, and now they wanted to shut the bar down because apparently I think one of the wife is one of the owners of the MC has something to do with it, so they want it closed for good. But I'm telling you what is actually happening. There's an underswell because now politicians are getting involved, and anytime you have politicians who hear from their constituents and they're gonna hey, we're gonna vote you out. Anytime politicians get involved, it's just big problems. And I don't think the MC knows it's not a club problem. It's a problem with people getting involved, and it's just going to blow up into be some crazy. You're going to start seeing this everywhere, and it's going to become a huge racial problem now, and it just sucks because it probably just was a misunderstanding or an argument or a bar fight that now is going to be dealt by everybody else in America now.
Yep. And, look, I think this is immediately what happens with our local media. It happens as well right away. You can't read a news story without the opening lines pretty much being what race everybody is.
Right.
Unless it doesn't feed into their narrative and doesn't benefit them. And rarely, when it's the other way around, do you hear, I'll take police shootings, for instance, when a white person gets gunned down by police, it's not news at all. When a black person is gunned down by black police, it's typically not as big of a news story as a white police officer. And it's just bad. It's bad that that's where we are. It's difficult for white people to say anything because you're either called a racist or whatever, xenophobes, whatever that is. So it's a terrible situation all the way around. People have used it to further their, like you say, political careers and show, an alliance with a certain group of people. And, are you ever going to know the truth? I don't know.
Well, I think there's video stuff, so hopefully we do. This comes on the heels of a couple of weeks earlier. I guess there was a white couple at a gas station that was approached by a young black guy, and so now everybody's like, they're like, oh, well, because somebody makes a stupid comment on one of the videos, on that video actually, and that says, oh, I thought the video was good, and somebody else says, oh, well, I thought the video of that white couple getting dressed down, and so then you can just see it starting. You can just see everybody picking sides. I hate it. I hate the fact that we do that.
Yeah, and the problem is no one of proliferance comes out and says to stop it. Yeah. No one condemns it that should. People should condemn the behavior all the way around, should condemn the media for making it a big deal or wherever it starts. Really condemning, the pastor, if that's where he went right away, rather than saying, hey, we need to figure out a way to get over this and to calm the situation. Everybody intensifies it, throws gas on the fire, and it never works out well for the little people, for the regular people.
For the people that matter, that the people that are going to be taken, So it just sucks. It really does that we just jump right to that. That's human nature. I get it, and I understand it, but it's just I wish we could all just figure out a way to get along. I mean, not to steal Rodney King's stuff, but I mean, just at least wait for, because there should be some judgment if that actually happened, but we don't know that that's what happened.
Yeah,
we don't even know anything.
People who do wrong should be punished, period. But a lot of times when you get other people involved and you get these organizations involved, they tend to drown out what really happened and start to rewrite a narrative. And the propaganda starts from both sides, and then you don't really know what the truth is. And then no one pays for the actual truth. People then are heralded for crazier things. And I don't know. It just never works out well. And, I just hope everybody just takes a breath and just lets this thing,
Yeah, because
truth
again,
come out.
it could be, and maybe it was that, and maybe it was this, or it could just be some guys got into a fight at a bar. One happened to be
Right.
black, a few happened to be white. And if you know anything, I can tell you about MCs. They don't fight one on one, and then not just that one, anyone. I mean, they usually come at you with a bunch of different people. That's not so for the people that don't understand the MC world that think that they were all that they just went up with a big plan. They don't. But when one of their brothers
Right.
gets into a fight, all of them jump in. So I don't know. It's terrible. I hope it doesn't go where I think it's going. But you never know in this day and age, in this climate. Speaking of the climate being a little crazy, I'm telling you, this is something that's going on as well. And I don't know if you've seen this or not, but let me go ahead and share it.
As it's Minnesota, Minneapolis.
So apparently, I don't know if you've seen this.
Town, the most dangerous neighborhood in Minneapolis.
So in Minneapolis became the first major U.S. city to have a religious call to prayer Islamic broadcast over loudspeakers. I'm not sure exactly, because I'm obviously not there, where that is or how it happened or whatever, how they got the loudspeaker.
Apparently it's in one of the towns in Minneapolis. This is disturbing as an American. I don't have anything against Muslim people. I have a problem the fact that this is happening in an area that is off limits to a lot of local police, that there are a lot of horrible things happening within that local area, that city.
Well, not just that. If they started doing Catholic prayers or whoever or whatever, that would just be weird to play any kind of religious stuff over any loudspeaker anywhere. That just doesn't, obviously in this case it's Islamic, but even if it was Baptist or if it was whatever the case may be, that's just a weird thing to happen. So I mean,
it's very concerning. And the rest of that video, the video was actually produced, I believe, or a part of it was utilized by Prager University. And I know what people are going to say, it's a right wing and all of this, but the facts about it and a lot of the people speaking on it are talking about the birth rate. And I remember 15 years ago watching a video about the birth rate in the United States used to be 2.1 or 2.2 kids per family per married couple. We are now under 1. I believe it's 1.7.
We're under one. Here's the thing. Elon Musk has tweeted about this probably 500 times, and I know a lot of people hate Elon Musk, but he's super smart. We are at a very dangerous it's under 1 now, actually. The people.
Okay, yeah. So that means we're actually negative growth.
Right.
And with our own repopulating Americans. And it's very dangerous. In Europe, it's causing a huge issue because there are some people, I mean, we're all going to be the minority population, and we're going to very soon find it very difficult to have anything we recognize as America. I don't care. I am more than happy to welcome people here legally, a melting pot. The Prager University video goes to say that a melting pot was all about people from different countries coming and assimilating under one flag. You're coming to the United States because you have something to contribute to the United States, and you want to assimilate in the country by learning the language, by bringing in the customs. That's not to say you disregard the customs from the country you came. Our grandparents were Italian. They literally came on a boat through Ellis Island. Our grandfather went from New York to Washington, D.C., worked for the post office, opened a fruit stand, opened a grocery. Our grandparents spoke Italian to each other when they were angry, and we made Italian dinners and we brought the food and the culture. But he was so proud to be an American. He was so proud to to have some part of this country.
But that
He
doesn't happen now.
no, and that's the fear, right? When people come here and they hate and spit on this country and they want to turn our country into where they came from, I have a problem with that. And I think we're gonna it is a very slippery slope that we are walking on, allowing this to happen in our country.
Somewhere somebody has brainwashed people to think that the planet is overcrowded. It is not, and I'm telling you, we are declining. And you think it's bad. China is actually a mass, critical mass. China will cease to exist because they all the birth rate around everywhere is going down. It's in every country for some reason. And I can see why. A lot of millennials, a lot of younger people, they don't want to have babies. They want to do their own thing. They want to have their own lives. They don't want to spend money on that, and you there's a million reasons why it's happening, but it is happening, and this is something Elon Musk has warned and warned. If we keep on this, because people don't understand, the younger people are funding the people that are on Medicare, Medicaid, and retiring and doing whatever. It's a constant feeder system, and if your feeder system dries up at the end of the day, it all goes to shambles in a way, and it ceases to exist. There is not too many people on planet Earth. It is not. If you looked at a heat map of people to land, it's incredible. We all happen to live in the same places, so I mean, I don't know, until somebody else other than Elon Musk speaks out about it. I guess people won't listen because right now, he's hated everywhere. But we'll see. But it is a problem to pay attention to. And right now, China's at critical mass. They're under 0.5 or whatever. And I think, it's you're going to see what happens. People think that it's this thing. You're just not going to be able to sustain population if we keep doing this.
Yeah. So. It's very, very scary that this is happening. So
it's scary that it's happening and nobody talks about it. That's really
So I know.
Well, that's what we have to do. All right, well, let's go on a little bit of a lighter note here.
Started heavy today. It's okay.
Now we're going lighter. This is something you sent me. And this basically, I guess, does it have the beginning?
Sir, it told us 45.72. But if you flip the bottle and land it, you put it for free.
All right, so your total's 45.22, but if you flip this bottle and land it, it gets it for free. He says, "Oh, I love that."
It told us 45.72.
That's how a lot of businesses are, actually. You think you're getting a deal. Really.
You try to do something to spin the wheel, get a free meal. Nope, not happening. Not today.
You land the bottle, you get it. He's like, "Let's do it."
Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Look at his face.
That's
I love
fun.
it.
It's
I
fun
love that.
because, you got to laugh at yourself.
Yes, we do.
All right, another fun one here. You sent this to me. I haven't looked at this one yet, so maybe you can tell me what's going on with this.
This is a very, very, you can play it, but it's a very, very clever dog.
All right, looking for witnesses.
Looking around, seeing if anybody's there. Kids left the pantry open.
Animal crackers.
This is what I love, though. Dog takes it right outside, comes back, sees what else we got? Tortillas. Taco night. Look, very calm. Very calm.
God.
I don't know where the cheese was because typically it's refrigerated, so
they
I don't
left it
know
all out.
if that was open or not, but yeah.
And took it all out for a block party. It looks like all the dogs in the neighborhood were out.
Somebody called it its own charcuterie board, so there you go, making its little refreshment for an evening.
Oh my gosh, that is good. Well, dogs are smart.
They are smart. They are smart for sure. They know what's going on.
All right, I thought this would be pretty cool for us to do. This is just a random TikToker, but we'll run it here.
And then a statistics box pops up. And you can look up any statistic from your life. How many chicken tenders you've eaten, how many Q-tips you've used. What is one statistic that you think would stand out that's unique to you above anyone else? okay, you die.
So basically, the thing is, you die. You can look up any statistic. Which would you do to figure out? I tell you, there's a lot of funny comments, but there's a lot of great ones. I like how many times I was writing people didn't listen. The other one, how many serial killers I've interacted with without knowing it.
Yeah, here's mine. I want to know how many photos of someone else that I'm in. So I've traveled a lot, and I've traveled to a lot of tourist destinations. I would love to know how many people's photos on the wall I am in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's funny. This is a good one. How many times I made a minor decision that avoided something that would have been a dramatic effect on my life? You always think about that, like, hey, if I would have left the house 1 second later.
Yes.
1 minute
How many
earlier.
times have I been so close to a catastrophic event and didn't even know it?
Yeah. There's a lot of good ones.
How many people have talked about me in therapy?
That's a good one.
How many times my guardian angel intervened? What difficulty?
I think I'm on level 2000. I'm pretty sure. Whoever is actually playing my avatar sucks at this game. So I can tell you that much.
I can say that as well. For the love of God, come on, we need some wins, people.
Yeah. Yeah, give me whoever's playing Elon Musk. I want that guy playing me.
I want that. I want that guy.
Whoever's currently playing me sucks.
Oh, gosh.
So there you go. Well, listen, thank you very much for hanging out with us here today. We appreciate it. Danny, you got Good Morning Frederick. I hear that there's a large cash amount hidden somewhere in Frederick County. Is that right?
Yeah, Secret Stash continues. Later in the show, you're going to get your video clue. I have to check. I don't think anyone found Friday's clue, so I'm going to give you the giveaway clue. If you check our social media, you'll see it there. Of course, we have Possum Pets coming up today, and Gary from Mazeroth Vineyards is going to join us later in the show as well. You get to see a beautiful part of Frederick that is a lovely vineyard and producing some great wine.
All right, there you go. Good morning, Frederick. Thanks for having me on. Make sure you share, like, comment, follow, and, of course, watch the show later on today so you can see where stuff is hidden around Frederick and maybe make yourself some serious cash. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it, Dan. It is Good Morning, Frederick. More to continue next, right?
Trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.